Hi everyone, I'm back. You may have noticed that Deep Purple has been on the road fairly extensively this year. Away from home for a long time, a lot of gigs. So no real chance to post anything new on the site for a while. Anyway, while I was away, I checked the messages coming in, and we had a lot of requests for me to post any more live drum footage that I may have. Well, of course I got quite a lot, but I had no time to do anything with it. So I was thinking, when we had to go through that COVID chaos and we decided to make the Turning to Crime record, just for my own fun, my own enjoyment, I put the video cameras up in my studio and decided to record everything I did, never thinking that it would be used for anything other than my own personal fun. Well, why not use a little bit of this? Most of the tracks on the record are fairly straightforward. They're timekeeping, finding a feel and a groove, and adding a few little bits where I thought I could. But there was one track that required a little more. That was the Yardbirds track, Shapes of Things, which has a little 8-bar drum feature towards the end of it. So rather than just post that and let you see the recording of it, I thought I'd go a bit further and let you see the whole process of how we got from nothing to a complete track. Now remember, we were all on different continents, locked in our houses when this happened. Steve was in Florida, I was here in the UK, Ian Gillan was in Portugal, and Roger was in Switzerland, and Don Airy's in the wilds of Norfolk somewhere 100 miles away from me. So you couldn't do it face to face. It had to be done remotely. And so we started out by having the guys send me very simple demos to put drums to, which would become the master drum tracks. Now to make this work, everything had to be done with click tracks. It's the only way you can actually make sure that everything fits together after the event sort of thing. So that's what we did. Now most of the demos I got sent were pretty basic. With shapes, the wonderful Steve Morse provided the demo for that. And Steve, being Mr. Detail, he gave me something far more complete to work with, which made it a lot easier for me. Thank you, Steve. So we're going to let you listen to the basic demo that I had to play to. Not all of it, you don't need a whole track, but just to get the general idea. Then after that, we're going to let you hear what my son James heard in my little control room from the drums that we recorded there, and James did a great job on them. So you can see what we had, and when we were happy with all the pieces we put together, then we sent the files off to Bob Ezrin to do the final mixing and EQing and all the stuff that happens at the end of creating a record. Now, those of you drummers who worked in studios with click tracks know that it's not that difficult. It's just you have to concentrate. The click is very unforgiving. You get out with it, you try and catch up with it, just whatever you do, go out. It sounds a mess, and you just have to keep concentrating and remembering that for this moment in time, this machine-generated pulse is in complete control. Whereas normally, on stage, the drummer's in complete control. So it's just a different mindset about it. So when you're playing straight time, it's not that difficult. When you play faster, more complex things, now it gets a bit tricky. The more notes you play, the more chances you have of losing the click, losing the time, speeding up, slowing down, whatever it is. And that can be difficult. when you see the track, I'll be honest with you, I didn't do it in one go. It looks like I did with the video, but we took quite a few passes to get the audio right. And as is the way with modern recording, especially in rock and roll, you take a bit from this take and a bit from that take, and you digitally put them together, and nobody ever knows. It's just so seamless. And that's what we did for the base of the track. Now this little 8-bar section where the drum fills come in, again, that wasn't one take. That was 2 takes. The first 2 fills were from one pass, and the second 2 fills were from another pass. We stuck it together and it works perfectly because it's controlled by this mechanical pulse. So being honest with you, I love it when I can get a track done in one go, the whole thing. And it happens occasionally, but not every time. And this one wasn't. This was hard work, getting it. A lot of fun when you get there. So anyway, we're going to show you at the end the finished video with the master track which was released. Now I'm going to split this thing into 2 sections. What you're watching now is Shapes of Things Part 1. The actual video and the audio of the track is going to be on Shapes of Things Part 2. I'm hoping that YouTube don't break it up if I make 2 smaller files. They won't put those annoying adverts in the middle of it. So that's what it is. I hope you enjoy it. I had a lot of fun doing it. And keep watching. And I'll do more stuff for you when I can. Okay, bye.